Hi people, how are we? Welcome to my Premier League predictions for Matchday 27, and please like, share and follow. Starting with Saturday at 3 o'clock, there's no lunchtime games on Saturday. We start at Brentford for Brentford against Chelsea. My prediction is that Chelsea will bounce back from that League Cup final. Okay, they've got Leeds in the FA Cup in midweek, so that should give them a good chance. But I think they'll also want to obviously win this game as well. So therefore, I have to say my prediction is Brentford 1, Chelsea 3. On to Goodison Park for Everton against West Ham. Everton put on a good performance, fighting performance at Brighton. Brighton weren't as good as they can be, but take nothing away from Everton getting a point, and I think they'll get another point. I think it'll be Everton 2, West Ham 2. I think Everton will show fight again. West Ham will want to show fight, though they haven't been showing much fight lately. But I think they'll get a 2-2 draw somehow, somewhere. On to Craven Cottage for Fulham against Brighton. It's a tough game, Fulham. Brighton will be going into that game on the back of their FA Cup clash at Wolves. So it's going to be interesting to see how Brighton turn up for this game. My prediction is for a bit of a surprise, because Fulham will have a bit more confidence from their win at Old Trafford. So my prediction is Fulham 1, Brighton 2. On to St James's Park for Newcastle against Wolves. People could say, oh, Newcastle win this 2-0, Newcastle win this 3-1. Wolves have got fight. Wolves have got a good team. So therefore, and Newcastle are inconsistent at home and inconsistent in general. They were poor at Arsenal. So my prediction would have to say Newcastle 2, Wolves 2. We go to the City Ground for Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. Nottingham Forest at home. Of course, it's their strong point. They're always best at home. But I think Liverpool, obviously, Klopp's last season, Liverpool are in the title race. They want to keep themselves right there. Well, obviously, right through to the end of the season. But I think Liverpool will walk this. Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 3. On to the Spurs ground for Tottenham Hotspur against Crystal Palace. I was tempted to predict 3-1 or 2-1, but I wanted to go a bit. Actually, I did go for 2-1. My bad. I was going to predict 3-1, but I thought let's make it a bit closer, because Palace have got that new coach in, and he will want to get better out of them than Hodgson did. So how that works, how quick it's going to be, that's another matter. But I think it's going to be Spurs 2, Crystal Palace 1. On to Luton Town against Aston Villa at Kenilworth Road. My prediction is for a 6-goal thriller. Luton Town can score at home, but also they concede. That's why they're third to bottom when it comes to the home form. And I think they'll concede quite a few. So my prediction is Luton Town 2, Aston Villa 4. On to the Sunday games, starting at Burnley against Bournemouth. Burnley are rubbish at home. they're rubbish in general, but especially at home. I mean, when I say especially at home, your home is supposed to be the place where you're supposed to play best. So, yeah, my prediction is Burnley 0, Bournemouth 2. On to the Big E, the Manchester Derby from the Etihad. Man City against Man United. This is going to be a very good game. But my prediction is Man City to win 3-1. United will score at the Etihad, but Man City will be too good with 3. And you can't be more pumped up at a game against your arch and local rivals. So yeah, 3-1 Man City. On to Monday Night Football. I've got a bit of a crazy one. Arsenal against Sheffield United. How's that Monday night game? Crazy. Anyway, I think it's going to be a 7-goal game. My prediction, sorry Sheffield United, Arsenal 7, Sheffield United 0. I know, absolute sheer madness, but that is my prediction. I want to bring another thing to people's minds, and that with these point deductions and so on right now, Everton having the amount of points deducted reduced is a good thing, but I don't see why Everton should have points deducted when you've got crazy money at the likes of Man City, Chelsea, who've broken all the fair play rules, and they get nothing. Okay, they're under investigation, but they'll probably get off lightly by bribes from their owners. And also the clubs that have suffered for years. You've got the likes of Coventry, Wimbledon, Torquay, Southend, Bradford, Reading, Scarborough, Yeovil, Scunthorpe, Hereford, Chesterfield, Barnet, Rochdale, York City, and many more. They're struggling. Some of them are barely able to still exist, and it's shocking. And you got so much money in the Premier League, and the soul of a lot of communities is about their football club. Without their football club, what do those people do on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday night? It's shocking. It's the imbalance in English football is absolutely crazy. Like, to qualify to the first round of the FA Cup, you get £2,250. As if that's going to keep you afloat. I think you should get minimum 9,000. To get to the second round, you get 3,375. I think you should get 13,000. To get to the third qualifying round, before the first round proper, you get 5,625. I said probably most could be 18,000, and then up and up and up. And for the Premier League sides who got all that money and everything, they didn't need silly prize money. Why could you reduce it if it's an all Premier League final? And yeah. And if it's a league championship side, not they beat the Premier League side, the championship side get a higher prize money. Because the Premier League side can afford it, championship side probably can't. Or the League One side, or whoever. Yeah. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Like in Europe, you got football clubs and basketball clubs, and there's such close-knit organisations in the community. We don't have that in England like they do in Europe. Of course, you get to the non-league, maybe League 2, you have a bit more like that. But still, it's not the same. It's just culturally not the same. And culturally, that needs to change, because we need to embrace what we've got. Every club embraces their club. But, yeah, it just needs to be more to it than that. But clubs to look out for next season and so on is obviously Maidstone with a fantastic FA Cup run, but also look out for the likes of Chelmsford and Worthing and so on, who will be at this rate in the National League next season. Anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.